person, and what I forgive about myself is everything I have done that was wrong. And
Like what you hope or what you will to yourself in the future.
what I will do is become a lovely person and be nice to everybody and be wonderful and amazing.
You know the Easter Bunny's coming on Sunday, so let me just hop this on over to you. Because the princess ain't ashamed to hop. Thank you so much. All right, who else? Let me come over here in the center area. Don't get mad at me if I don't choose you. You know what? I'm going to ask somebody else to choose you. Will you choose someone, Rashika? Yeah, take that pressure off. Wait. I got my camera ready.
What's your name?
My name is Cameron.
Okay, Cam. Let's break it down. Tell me what you love about yourself, what you forgive about yourself, and what you will to the future you.
I love that I'm me and I'm not anybody else. I'll forgive everything that I've done, and in the future I will make better choices. I will always be me, and I really care about what other people think.
Amen. I don't know about y'all, the camera on the road right here. Thank you. Do you want me to hop? It's the bunny. All right, and one more, Cameron. Why don't you choose one of your beloved sisters here? I know it's hard, isn't it? Man, you need bravery just to choose somebody.
I love that through everything I've gone through, it's made me into a stronger person.
You forget. Don't hang up, pause, because tell everyone your name.
My name is Elizabeth Verdana. What I love about myself is that through everything I've gone through, it's made me into a stronger person.
Forgive.
That I forgive myself through what I wasn't supposed to do to myself, and I will move on without caring about what people say.
Amen. Thank you. You guys, all of us here, all of us women that are trying our best to hug you and lead you, we're people. Okay, feel free to speak to us. We're not just teachers. We're not just beauty queens. We're not just social workers. We're not just librarians or crazy. We are genuine people. So speak to us. Is this something that's troubling you? Something that's heavy on your heart? Come talk to me. I got all these chairs in this library. I don't keep nobody in them. So come speak to me. Reach out to me and let me know. And if it's not me, reach out to someone. Someone beautiful, someone supportive, someone that you know is going to take your light, shine it up, polish it, and show it out to the world. Okay, you have beautiful role models here. I'm going to turn it back over to our speakers so we can wrap this up. Next on our plate, do you mind, Ms. Moss, if I switch you to names? Ms. Moss, you know how she is. She's so good to me. All right, I'm going to have our wonderful speakers for the YWCA come on up.
So I didn't know that I was speaking today, but I feel underdressed. You all are so beautiful. Y'all have your tiaras on, your pretty dresses. So how many of you think you're beautiful? Raise your hand. How many of you know you're beautiful? No. I do not want you to walk out the room and think that you're beautiful. I want you to know that you're beautiful. Okay? And beauty is not always on the outside. Beauty is what's inside. And so we're going to talk to you a little bit about the YWCA. I love our organization. This is an organization that empowers women, empowers girls. So that's our focus is women and girls. And when I came to the YWCA, I'm going to be very transparent with you. And I don't like standing behind the podium because I think that keeps us from being transparent. When I came to the YWCA, I was a broken little girl. Although I'm going to tell you my age, you're going to say, ooh, she old. I came to the YWCA, I was 36 years old. But I was a broken little girl. And so God put me in a place where I can help other broken little girls and put a mirror in my face to see myself in them. And so I tell you what I saw. I saw a little girl that was going to a 15-year-old mother, teenage mom, who was a child when she had me. And I seen a young lady whose father had been in prison, a you ready for this? This little girl's father has been in prison since he was 1 year old. Do you know how old I am today? I'm 44. So there are a lot of reasons that I could have found, and that I did find, not to move forward and be a healthy individual. But it wasn't until I came to a realization of who I really was. I was a broken little girl that came from a lot of broken history. But I realized at that age, and that's when I decided to go get my college degree, so I was an old lady, when I realized that, you know what, you are somebody. You can't let your past define your future. So I want you to know it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is what you see ahead and what you focus on and where you want to go, okay? So when we walk out here, what are we when we walk out? What do you know you are?
A beautiful princess.
I know that I am what?
Beautiful.
And nothing in my past defines my future, okay? Because guess what? My daddy is still locked up, and that's the truth. And my mother was still a teenage mom when she had me, but that didn't make me who I was. What made me who I was is changing and every morning waking up saying, I am who I know I am. Every day you have to wake up and tell yourself, I am beautiful. I am smart. And I know, who's seen the help in here? Every day you remind yourself who you are. Because the world will tell you who you should not be. So you remind yourself of who you really are. I am beautiful. I am smart. You're not your mother. You're not your father. You're not your past. You're not all those things that make up your current surroundings. So always remember, you are beautiful. So say that.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful. So if you can relate to that, I seen some hands when I said my dad's been in prison. I seen a couple of young ladies that could relate to that. And so what I want to tell each of you is that cut one another some slack. Don't get into a corner and be so hard on each other. And talk about what she's not wearing and what she said and what he said, she said. Because you're beautiful. You're princess, like Tina B said, you're going to grow up to be a queen one day. And queens don't operate in shadows. Because we have to hold our head up and we have to make sure our crown is straight. And if we're looking down and talking about somebody, that crown is falling. So make sure that your crown stays straight and make sure your attitude is always good. You stand above everyone else, and that's just the truth. You carry yourself in that manner. So saying that, I didn't know I was coming to speak, but I'm going to talk about the YWCA. The YWCA, we offer a lot of great programs for young ladies 9 to 18 years old. So we have our Tech Girls program where we do STEM camp. And of course, you all know what STEM camp is, right? You know what STEM is, right? Science, technology, engineering, math. And when the YWCA decided to do the Tech Girls program, what we discovered is that there are more guys and more boys involved in STEM than there are girls. So we want to provide opportunities in the summertime for you to come and have fun and learn those things that relate to STEM. It's not always the hard technology things. There are other areas in STEM that you can learn about, that you can become more involved in and get to know more about. Science, technology, engineering, and math. So if you're interested in that, I have my cards here. I'll leave them with the librarian. And then we also have our youth empowerment camp where we do life skills, where we talk about self-esteem, self-image. We also talk about healthy relationships because we realize that even at your young age, you get involved in relationships. And it's always best to know healthy practices because the truth is, sometimes in our home environments, we see things that we think become healthy. And when you learn the truth about those situations, you'll know how to better equip yourself so that you don't find yourself in some of the same situations you see in your surroundings. We talk about identifying signs of breast cancer because, of course, breast cancer is very prevalent right now in the community among our Hispanic and African American communities. So we do talk about that even in young groups so that you'll know some information that you can share with maybe older adults or you can share with your peers as well. We talk about social media. Who's on Facebook? Who's Facebook for old people, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Come on, I know.
Snapchat.
I know. My aunt and mom got on Facebook. I was like, it's time to get in trouble, okay? So who's on Instagram, Snapchat? Who's on? So we have experts that come in and talk about what not to do on social media. We think it's cool to post some of these pictures, and we want to have some of the most likes, and we want all this. But do you realize that sometimes, because you get mad, my friend didn't like this, that's a little form of cyberbullying. Did y'all know that? That's a little form of cyberbullying. get mad because your friend didn't like your post and she ugly herself. Then you get into that little group. So we talk about healthy signs, healthy to-dos on social media and not to-dos. And also we talk about how, even though you may take a picture off, you may take a post off, that post is still floating somewhere in cyberspace. So we talk to you about that. We go on some field trips and we do some interactive activities. And we have a lot of prizes and a lot of gifts that we give away during the camps as well. So I'll leave that information also with the librarian, okay? So I'll turn it over to Ms. April to talk about other things.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is April Carson. I'm actually the volunteer coordinator with the YWCA. And like Ms. Darnell, I'm I'm like active. So I would like all of you young ladies to stand up right now. Because you know, we've been sitting for a while. It feels good. So I want everyone to say, I am a princess.
I am a princess.
I am. And I will. Empower. Okay. Now, I wanted you young ladies, everyone to talk to you about definitely motivating you to make sure that as you move forward in your life, that you be confident in yourselves and going into your next adventure. I also want you to keep in mind that it's very important to become volunteers and examples for others. As people inspire you and empower you today, it's important that you keep in mind that you want to inspire the younger ones coming up behind you. Your sisters, your brothers, your cousins. As you get older, y'all in what, 4th, 8th grade? 4th, 8th grade. So you think about kindergarten, the 3rd grade, 2nd grade. All of those kids coming behind you are looking at you guys today. So it's very, very important that you think about that when you're interacting with the ones that are younger than you. I would love for you guys to come out and I'll coordinate with Ms. Darnell to do something here with y'all to show about volunteering and how important it is. We volunteer at hospitals, we volunteer at daycares, we volunteer at schools. It's just a plethora of things that we volunteer at. And I would love for some of our young, especially princesses, because to come and speak to some of the younger kids that come through the YWCA. So I'm not going to bore you because Rhonda has already went through everything about the YWCA, but all of y'all look so beautiful today, and I look forward to hopefully working with you and the rest of you young ladies in the future. Okay?
And last, but certainly not least, is our very own Miss Moss. Come on up here.
Thank you, sweet missus. It is so good to see all of these faces in